Warning: resin is a toxic material and extremely harmful for the respiratory system when airborne during sanding, grinding, or drilling. The dust, when breathed in, can cause short and long-term health problems, including cancer. Please use a particle or dual organic respirator. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the Makona Man at YouTube with another modelling video. We are building the Type 89 from Decals and Panzer in 72nd scale. This is made possible by the Milicast model company, which previously thought before this kit did not exist in this scale. This is another import from England, originally found on eBay, went straight to their website, and even though this project is quite expensive, over the $50 mark, this is a notorious, very famous, high quality group. Their boxing isn't much to go by, though very personal touch. I was given quite a nice personalised letter inside by the individual who works or runs the company. Something very rare, even out of garage kits. Nice touch indeed. We are also given this very extensive leaflet explaining the rules and general processes of working with resin. With my experience building this kit, I think it's very safe for first time resin builders or moderate beginner modelers to this field. Go through this company, as you'll definitely be greeted warmly into this new field and given all the information you needed straight out of the box. Digging further in this very tightly wrapped box is bubble wrap, followed by plastic. Well protected. This did come all the way from England, not a single broken piece. And I've come out with 3 parts. The main hull, very, very detailed with a bit of sprue. Another sprue with all the small pieces, and turret. Detail absolutely amazing. As usual, the 3 pieces were washed in a solution of water and dishwashing detergent, wiped down with a soft sponge, rinsed and washed regularly, dried down and inspected for any slimy or mold release soap-like textures. Once absolutely dry, we work on this further. Next, we start working on removing flash imperfections and sprue. Very little work to do here. First, at the back, we have a very thin resin membrane around the trussing work on the rear. It's just absolutely amazing how this was cast in one singular piece. Simply removed by cutting neatly with your sharp hobby knife. The runners underneath the track were removed with a fine tooth saw and then sanded to neaten up any rough plastic texture. Through careful inspection of the entire kit, I was only able to find 2 air bubbles, both on the rear wheels. Significant size, though, with a little milliput or squadron stuff in there and resculpted to copy the tank treads. That isn't too much of a problem. A little more putty was added to the wheels, but that's because I made a mistake and did a very fine cut across them. That was also easily fixed. All of the fine detail were finally cut off this sprue using a hobby knife. A lot of it came out and cleaned up nicely. Unfortunately, there was also a bit of warping on the 2 hatch lids. Though just only being a flat surface, putty should be able to fix that. All of the small details was glued around the kit following the instructions using super glue. They all went on absolutely perfectly, good fit. I did have to drill little holes to make the machine guns fit onto the model better than just butt jointing them, but that wasn't much of a problem. And looking at the overall kit, absolutely pleased with the detail. I'm happy that I've spent the money on a decent kit instead of a smaller garage company filling little air bubbles, holes and mistakes would obliterate all this lovely detail with panels. And being resin, and I'm already very happy with the surface, I skipped Mr. Surfacer 500 and jumped straight on 1000. Once primed and inspected, I was more than happy to send this off straight for painting. The only big disadvantage to garage kits is lack of reference materials, though since I already own the Fine Molds official kit, finding colours, decals, whatnot was a lot easier. In the far future, I will be building these on this channel. Also, being a fan of Japanese armour, I went ahead and overseas purchased this lacquer set of late Japanese tank colours from Mr. Hobby. I also have the early version for things like the Type 97. The straw colour is the correct colour used in sync with the Type 89. The anime uses the same colours, just has the anime girlish decals across it. It is a shame this version is only using the straw colour. I've seen pictures of other 89s using fantastic and very elaborate colour schemes in soft edge camouflage. I do own the very rare 35th scale edition that came with a series of model graphics magazines, so that will probably be done in the far future, as well as the pre-tournament Girls and Panzer version. Surprisingly, this kit is painted head to toe in this one colour, excluding the machine gun and the tank tracks. Hand painting smaller details was an absolute cinch and done very quickly using Tamiya acrylics. To bring this model to life and make it a bit more interesting, weathering, including dry brushing, pigments and inking, was deployed across the entire surface of this kit. The kit was decaled using the custom decals made by Samuel Decals, sized by my request. Once the decals were applied and Tamiya clear matte sprayed on top, we have a finished project. The 89 has been a mysterious and favourite tank of mine since it's not very well known or popular, even before the anime. Obviously it's a lot more well known and models are available of it currently. This general shape and profile is just very interesting, very collectible, very fun to have, work on and paint. I will do other variations of it in the future. And in the way of the manufacturer Milicast models, I definitely recommend their brand and renditions of military kits, as well as this kit if you're going for the general Japanese World War II look or the anime look. The only downside, even though this was an absolute dream to put together and barely any mistakes and fun to paint, these subjects are very expensive at close to $50 a pop after importing from England and converting dollars to pounds and whatnot. A lot different to some of the $10 resin kits I've been buying. You will be rewarded with a fantastic subject if you plan on building it straight away. That all said and done, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, stay tuned for more tutorials, Gundam videos and armor videos.